What's up, everybody? Welcome to our spring concert, Finding Your Way Back Home. My name's Sam. I am going to be giving you a little bit of housekeeping announcement. I actually work here at this church full-time as the director of music. So it's a pleasure to welcome you all into our church. We have a really, really cool show planned for you tonight. Carol and Dawn have worked so hard to bring all of this to life. And of course, without all of the participants, I'm a little out of breath, I'm not going to lie. I was just running back and forth. You gotta give me a minute. Without all the participants and the people who've come every week to rehearse and make this happen, it wouldn't be possible to do this. So we're so excited to have a live audience again tonight. This is the first time, it has been far too long since we've been able to sing for you guys and to share in a great story. And so we just hope you enjoy it. I'd like to take this time to tell you to turn your cell phone ringers off, make sure they're all muted. Bathrooms are out the double doors, and you take a right through the other set of double doors, and the guys' bathrooms on your right, girls' bathrooms on your left. There's also another set of single bathrooms out to the left down that hallway as well if you need to use those. Emergency exits are through these doors. Let's hope we don't need them, but through both those doors, you just go right through there, and then there's a door to the outside. So without further ado, this is Finding Your Way Back Home. Come on, here, attach.
Thank you. Soundbite, come on up.
to our Spring 2020 concert. 2022 concert! One of my next lines will make sense why I said that. We are thrilled to be back inside for the first time since 2020. And we are beyond grateful that you have chosen to join us.
Our theme for this evening is finding your way back home. It seems appropriate. For many of us who have been in sound effect for years, this venue feels like home.
Yes, it feels so good to be back in here, but I have to tell you, when we were starting to put this together indoors, the COVID PTSD kind of kicked in and we started thinking about all the reasons why it probably wouldn't happen.
But here we are. It's like a miracle. I love miracles.
Yes, here we are, ready to share our program with you, ready to explore our theme, finding your way back home.
Oh gosh, every time I hear that phrase, it brings up a lot of emotions.
It really does. For many of us, COVID has meant the loss of so many things we love.
So many things. And finding our way back to those things is what we need. It's what our souls are hungry for.
So let's start exploring our hearts in hopes of finding something lost. Let's let ourselves start feeling again. Let's explore our hopes and dreams and anything that COVID took away from us and sent us in different directions.
So, if you find yourself at a crossroads tonight, not sure which way to turn, which choice to make, our hope is that finding your way back home will give you clarity and courage to move forward.
Okay, that's all great stuff, but should we stop for just a moment to consider what home really is?
When you hear the word home, what do you think of?
Perhaps there's an address somewhere on this planet that's calling your name?
Perhaps there are voices of those you love who immediately come to mind.
Or maybe, just maybe, home is the core of who you are, what you believe in, what you stand for.
If you've lost sight of that, or maybe never even considered it at all, let's take this journey together tonight.
Because truth be told, sometimes we need to check our compass regularly to make sure it's working properly.
We have to make sure that we are heading in the direction that will bring us to where we want to go.
And truth be told, we all need to find our way back home.
But
Today was not a good day. I hate Mondays. Everything that could go wrong.
Oh, girl, I hate Mondays. I hate them. And today was the worst.
I mean, Mondays are bad and all, but why was this one the worst?
Seems a little dramatic. Just saying.
No, I am not being overdramatic. First of all, I stayed up too late studying for my math test, and then I slept through my alarm clock and ended up missing the whole test. And now, I'm gonna fail math class.
Oh, that's bad.
I'll never get into honors algebra next year, and my mom, she's gonna kill me.
And I thought my Monday was bad.
I think you win. Worst Monday ever, Lord.
Just what I wanted, to win the worst Monday ever contest. Perfect.
Raining.
Again. Baseball game. Rained out.
Tennis match. Postponed.
My perfect hair. Frizzy. Mondays are rough, but when it rains like this all day, it's too much.
Yeah, and I was supposed to pitch tonight, and all my friends were gonna be watching.
I've been working so hard on my backhand. I thought I was gonna crush this match tonight.
Disasters of disasters. Now I've got to go home and straighten again. We all need to cheer up somehow. Any ideas?
Wow, those guys really do need to cheer up. Hey guys, here's some things to think about. Maybe it will help. Mondays happen. They are real. Sometimes they are horrible.
Rain happens, it is wet, and sometimes it ruins everything. Lesson number 1. These things are out of our control and we must learn to make the most of them.
Sometimes we mess up, don't use our time wisely, and start to panic. We don't always do our best, and sometimes we make a big mess for ourselves.
Lesson number 2. We're human and we must learn to forgive ourselves and move on.
Disappointments happen, and sometimes they make us want to quit.
Sometimes our hair gets hopelessly messed up and we feel that nobody can love us. Lesson number 3. No matter what happens or how things have gotten messed up, we can always find a way back home. Did you hear that? You can always find your way back home.
Wake up, it's raining and it's Monday.
6th grade.
Me too. Did you see how they danced and how good they looked? I want to be older so bad.
Me too. I can't wait till I get my own phone and be able to go to the mall with my friends and...
Wow, you two are really thinking ahead.
Yeah, so we want to be cool like those older girls. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, but there's so many cool things about being in 3rd grade, and...
Not accurate. 3rd grade isn't cool. Come on, Flora. Let's go see if we can figure out how to be as cool as those 6th graders.
I tried.
Stand up. Can we please practice our song? Flora, Ray, Ethan, come over here and stand in the center. Trixie, kindergarten's so hard. They're doing so many hard things. It's so stressful. I hear things get done 1st grade. If you survive now. Oh no, don't count on that. 6th grade is brutal. All we do is work, work, work. Are you sure? I mean, you don't have any time to go outside and do fun crafts?
Oh yeah, we do. We go outside and we sometimes learn about the bees and the ants.
I love how the bees and ants just always do their work. They never seem to get distracted and they never complain.
That's because they can't talk, stop it.
You sure? Because I think it's because they learned some very important lessons.
Like being late before the symphony. And not always wishing you were someone else.
And enjoying the sunshine, trees, and flowers. Because every day is a gift. I think the bees and the ants know this stuff.
Wow. Looks like we have some things to learn from the bees and ants.
Yeah, looks like we do.
I told you.
This morning my mom told me we are moving. Again! I just want a place to go home, you know?
Oh, that's really hard. I mean, I'm sure that everything will work out and that you'll love her, but still, that's really hard. Hey, the good news is we're still here and we'll always be your friends. Maybe we can plan a big reunion over summer. We can go to the beach together and maybe go shopping too. I always need new clothes.
You know, sometimes hard things teach us good lessons. I'm thinking the lesson here is that home isn't a building. I think home is where your people are. You're gonna have so many different homes.
Wow, that's so cool. Now you have so many places to visit and so many people to visit.
Yeah, we can all come visit you sometime.
Just because you're moving doesn't mean you won't know where home is. Home will always be with us.
Friends forever. Home is where the heart is. Nothing like a good cliche to set things right.
Yes, we are all going somewhere. We're all on our way somewhere. On this journey we call life, there is no standing still. We're constantly changing, we're constantly moving. The clock hands are ticking, the calendar page is turning. Like these travelers, we're all doing one of two things. We're either heading out or we're heading back home.
Home. It's just 4 letters. But when you put them together, it triggers a longing in our hearts. 4 letters that make you pause just for a moment to consider, what is that destination on that ticket you're holding? So tonight we're talking about finding our way back home.
But maybe we should be asking, what are the things that caused us to lose our way? What brought us so far away from home?
Well, Tiff, if you're talking about a physical location, it's a little easier to figure out what's taking us away. It could be a job or college or even retirement. All those things can lead us away from home. Sometimes we come back, other times we don't. But in the end, that's just geography.
Yeah, but what if we're talking about something deeper than a place? More profound than just a building? I'm talking about the home of our hearts. And if we start wondering what brought our hearts so far away from home, things will get complicated rather quickly.
Things that lead our hearts away from home. That's deep. Like trying to touch the bottom of the pool kind of deep.
Right? So, before we dive into that, maybe we should stay in the shallow end for a bit and talk about what home actually is from a heart perspective.
Okay, that's fair. We don't want anyone drowning in deep philosophy here. And drowning is bad. Yeah. So, any thoughts on the more abstract meaning of home?
Well, for me, home is who I am.
Home is a place that I can put my baggage down, take off my mask, and breathe. It's a place where it's okay for the real me to come out and play.
It's my best self, the person I aspire to be. It's the person my dogs think I am.
Home is my set of core values.
Being compassionate, helping out whenever I can.
Wow, I'm really with you guys now. It makes a lot of sense.
I'm ready to dive in. Let's go deep. I'm feeling confident and philosophical.
But in all seriousness, this is a deep conversation, and it's something we should take seriously. What is keeping us from being our best selves? What is taking us away from being the person we know we should be?
So, perhaps it's disappointment.
Life didn't turn out the way we thought it would. We got distracted, took a few wrong turns, and suddenly we have no idea how to get home.
And what about loss? Loss can really shake our foundation.
When we lose someone we love, we sometimes forget who we are.
Sometimes we lose our dreams.
But maybe, worst of all, we sometimes lose hope. Loss is like a suffocating fog. It makes it difficult to move in any direction, and sometimes hard to see the road that leads us home.
Another thing that can cause us to lose our way is fear.
Right, because not knowing what comes around the next bend in the road is really terrifying.
And sometimes it can be paralyzing. We can't move forward.
We can't remember the way back. We get stuck.
Stuck is bad.
Yes, stuck is bad.
But remember, in life there's no standing still. The clock is ticking, the calendar page is turning. We have to find our way back home.
But how do we do that?
Oh, you just go out of the parking lot, turn left.
No, just think deep, like deep.
Oh, right. We're talking philosophical.
Yes, but maybe it is a little like what Jessica's talking about. Maybe sometimes we need to take a step or two, make a choice, start moving in the direction we want to go, and just let our hearts lead us.
Exactly. It's a journey. It's not a quick fix. We all need to get home.
We all desperately need to get home.
discovered that I have moved 24 times. Not that old, so that's a lot of times. And when I was growing up, my father's emergency relief work brought us all over the world, serving those less fortunate. And having moved that many times, my definition of home changed that many times. I used to think it was the physical place, the home, the area around that home, but the more I moved, the more my definition changed. It's become an emotional safe haven, built of the people that have empowered me and guided me through my life. It's my family. It's my mentors, my friends, my faith. It's the place inside of me that never leaves me, even if I'm far from my physical place of home. Tonight, we are honoring 2 Soundproof members. They're graduating. They're taking the next step on their journey. And these girls have been a part of Sound for many, many years. And we are much better and stronger because of their presence. So, Emma Quaranta and Emily Sachs, can you just stand for a minute? People can see you. I'm gonna make you stand for like 1 minute. As we send you off with our blessings, I'm reminded that home is a foundation built of the things you've learned and the people that have taught you those things. So those days when you're missing home and when you're missing the way things used to be, remember the songs that we sang in Sound. Remember the good advice that you got from your parents and the crazy adventures that you went on with your friends. Let home be the memories that you carry with you in your hearts as you take this next step. We will miss you, and you may be seated. The truth is, things are changing all around us all the time. But the things that matter never fully leave us. When people go away to college, when people pass away, they're never fully gone because we keep them with us in our hearts. So I hope that you remember that as you hear this next song, led by Kim and Ziggian, and it's called Evergone by Christina Perry.
Thoughts of you bring me back to times I your memories, in the songs we sing and the ones we leave, we carry on. But no one is ever gone. In your memory, no one is ever gone. The songs we sing and the ones we leave, we carry on. 'Cause no one is ever gone. No one is ever gone. No one is ever gone. In your hopes and dreams and your memories, no one is ever gone. Thoughts of you bring me back to times I thought we'd always have. Who knew the world would spin so fast? I didn't.
The mark of a truly well-written song, or poem, or book, is that it can morph into something relatable to anyone who experiences it. And that last song was well-written. From seniors in high school leaving for college, to friends moving away, to loved ones that have passed. We all know the pain of loss, and we all take comfort in the truth that no one is ever gone. And that last lyric, who knew the world could spin so fast? I didn't. I didn't. I really didn't. When I was in my 20s and 30s and parenting that large brood of children, the world didn't really seem to be spinning that fast. I was drowning in laundry and music lessons and homeschooling, and it was a lot. I loved my family, I loved my life, but I didn't love every minute of my life. And the days didn't really fly by. In fact, some days they felt like they would never end. But here's the thing. The world was spinning fast. I was just too tired and overwhelmed to see it. And then one by one, they graduated, went off to college. Some moved away, some got married, some had kids of their own. And the world kept spinning fast. And then one day we woke up, and there were no more messy bedrooms. There were no more wet towels on the floor. There were no more backpacks strewn about. And the world kept spinning fast. My daughter, Annabelle, one of the ones that moved away, is the harpist for the San Francisco Ballet. And we were out there a few weeks ago to visit, and we got to attend a performance of Swan Lake. So beautiful. The choreography, the music by Tchaikovsky with all the harp solos, the costumes, the scenery, it was stunning. But I have to tell you, there's one thing about ballet that makes me almost a little queasy. The spinning and the spinning and the spinning of the ballerinas. How do they do it without losing their balance? Or maybe a better question is, how do they do it without losing their lunch? You probably already know the answer to that. They use a technique called spotting. You find a spot to keep your eyes glued to, something fixed and reliable, and you never lose sight of it. No matter what's happening on stage or how many times you have to spin, if you keep your eyes on that spot, you'll keep your balance. And I think that we living on this crazy spinning world could probably stand to use that technique as well. We need to find a spot, something fixed and reliable, and keep our eyes glued to it. And that spot is called home. We need to find our way back home. Home is that place deep down in your gut that defines you. Home is kindness and forgiveness and compassion. Home is courage in the face of injustice, hope in the face of fear, love in the face of hate. We don't always do it right, but it's always there, grounding us and reminding us to keep our focus so that we don't get dizzy from all the spinning. And tonight's a bit of a chance for us to reset, to check our focus, to be sure that this crazy spinning world hasn't caused us to lose our way. Because in the end, there are only a few things that matter. The list is quite short. And I can tell you some things that are not on that list. Your accomplishments, not on the list. Your great wealth, or lack of it, not on the list. Your ability to keep that schedule or keep your house clean all the time, not on the list. Those are great things, but they're not fixed and reliable. They change all the time. Sometimes they disappear altogether, and then we're left with no spot for the spinning. In the end, the only things that matter are the things that define us. As Tiffany said earlier, in this world, there is no standing still. And never was I reminded of that more than this past February when I lost my mom. I just wanted a little more time with her. I wanted this crazy spinning world to slow down for just one doggone minute so I could tell her one more time that I loved her and thank her for all that she taught me. But that's not how it works. There just never seems to be enough time. And so we remember the words to that last song, "No one is ever gone." The things that my mom and dad taught me, they're my spot. They're fixed and reliable. And when this world comes at me and I don't know which way to turn, should I forgive that person? How should I react? What should I do? I go back to those truths and I keep my balance because that's home and it doesn't change. And so tonight, we're at a bit of a crossroads, a chance to check our spot, a chance to redefine what home is, a chance to say from now on. From now on starts tonight. From now on, we can all do better. We can make better choices. We can be kinder and more generous. Every day is a chance to restart and refocus because this world is not going to stop spinning so fast. But from now on, we can keep our balance if we find our way back home.
to take time to thank these amazing directors that have put a ton of energy together to put this beautiful show together. So we have some tokens of our appreciation. And you're
We wanted to acknowledge these two because this is the first time in a long time that we have been in here all together singing, and if it weren't for these two, we wouldn't be here at all. Our last two concerts, I mean, one we almost passed out, some of us from the heat, and a few of us lost feeling in our toes from the cold. Last year's concerts were
Interesting.
Not fun.
Different.
But this was fun.
Yes.
This was fun, and it's, you know, we're getting back into our groove, and hopefully this is the first of many normal concerts.
Yes. Woo. Well, thank you so much for coming. Your energy and your applause and your support made this concert just magical, and we all appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and please join us again soon.